That is not the one I wanted, but I wanted the silent cartographer. But anyways, can I move? I can move. Okay, is this what? Oh, hey, whoa. So I'm looking around, just kind of checking out like how a lot of this stuff works. Um, this is the map, pretty fucking big. We'll go all the way down. There should not be a kill barrier, and the graphics in Halo are pretty simple, even like the old one. So it's just a water texture. And I want to see if we could get to the edge. It might take us a minute, but I was always when I was a kid. I remember looking at this. It gave me a sense of nostalgia. Like I have homesickness for a place that doesn't exist. That's not real. Um. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. That's the. Whoa. That's that one place you go into. This isn't a natural cave formation. Fucking Cortana. And then the moon. It's not even a full moon either, or a planet. The clouds, pretty far away. I'm just very interested to see like if we can get to the edge. Unless, unless this is I forgot what they're called, HDRI, like those those globe thingies. I don't know. You see, I know I understand if shown to me something, I can understand what's going on, how like the terminology and how to replicate it. Oh, I'm lost. I'm absolutely lost. Ooh, okay, so we're past the clouds. These clouds are big, dude. Shit. All right, we're back anyways. Don't want to deal with that. And then I'm just looking at like all the stuff, because it's always interesting to see how these things work. Someone who wants to go into game development, I feel like a lot of games, since they want to kind of hide the secrets of how the games are made, they don't really leave like there's not a lot of references for us. And it's illegal in some cases to even unpackage a game and to see what they're about. But these trees, they're literally flat. They're they don't even have a like it's a front facing plane. It's not two sided. And then this is pretty flat, I think. Yeah, but it's two sided. And then these trees are actually 3D modeled, and you can just walk through them. I think in the regular game too. And this is not the pillar bottom. That's definitely not the pillar bottom beacon. See, this doesn't go anywhere. Oop! Just trying to see like all of this because obviously there are people who can get to these like areas, but not me. um, but this is really awesome. Um, I'm trying to see. This isn't the area where you go underground, right? Oh no, wait. This is an area. This doesn't go anywhere, right? No, it doesn't. It's supposed. It does like supposed to lead us somewhere, but they don't have that mapped out. I wonder like what this is about because when you go in, you can see the back, and I don't think this is one of like the doors that open and close. You know what I mean? It's been a while since I played Combat Evolved, so I'm not too sure. But we'll go in here, check this out. Ooh, ooh. Okay, okay, girl, okay. Yeah, okay, so this aesthetic, ooh, I like Halo, and I like the Halo aesthetic, but people seem to think it's like the UNSC stuff, which like I do like. I'm talking about this, like that blue purple and like the silver black. That's always been really nice to me. Oops. Ooh, is this wait, hold up a second. Is was this always here? I've never noticed this. Like that like transparent thing right here. I think that's supposed to be the lighting or whatever, but it looks like a plane. You know what I mean? Anyways, so I know I'm going the right way because fuck it. I don't got time for this. And here is where the worst jump scare of my life happened, dude. Like when I saw Red Elite, I was like, oh no. I was like, fuck my life. I didn't. I'm a pacifist, not because like I don't want to kill people or aliens. It's because I didn't want to deal with them, especially the grunts. Like, why would I wake them up just for them to attack me? Kind of stay within the. Okay, fine. Fuck me. I guess. I don't know. Go up. All right. I want to check over here because over here has that underground bunker. And what I like about this part of the mission is that you kind of get to decide like the order of how you save them. Although I always end up like finishing in this area for some reason. It's not always like the case, but usually I end up finishing this area first or like last. All right. I do want to see something. This one. This is actually my favorite mission in all of Halo. I really like the beach, and I remember I would spend hours on this mission alone. I wasn't really sure how to beat it. It actually took me a long time to figure out how to beat it for a couple reasons. One, 5-year-old me just couldn't understand like what the hell they wanted me to do, and I wasn't really sure how to see the mission again. At least that's what I remember. And then I kept resetting the fucking memory, so I'd have to do all the other missions first. I was so mad. But anywho, I'd drive a warthog, or not a warthog. Is it a warthog? Whatever. I'll drive the car with 2 NPCs in here, leave them right here. That way, when that motherfucker came out, they would shoot him. Sometimes he would kill my NPC. Other times he wouldn't. What is this? Oh, it's a gun. Wait, I can see the guns. Okay, hold up, hold up. Let's see this real quick. Okay, okay. Textures are warping like crazy. Ooh. Where does this go? It'd be cool if this led somewhere. If I were well, I would say if I were a game developer, I'd do that. But at the same time, like from what I learned in class the other day, or not the other day, but like what I've learned in class, that level design class I was talking about, you shouldn't have stuff, unnecessary stuff like that, because it would just add more memory to the game. So it's like, okay. I didn't know, like, I didn't realize there was a reason to doing all that. Also, this fucking area, I'd get so lost in all the time. Is there anything else down here? There is more. Dude. I remember they'd be like, oh, get back up. And I'm like, no, yeah, no, I'm done for. I'm absolutely done for. Oh, that's it? Wait a minute. What's that about? Oh, this is the place. Alright. I got another thing to tell you. So this is where we opened that door, right? This now turned me into like memory trip down memory lane ass fucking conversation. Right. So this is how we turn on the door to where that NPC where I told you like I put the warthog down and they might kill my NPCs, I might kill them. But here I would come in here. I'd just run in. I wouldn't deal with the monsters that were in here, the aliens. And sometimes what I would do, and I'll just go over here to show you. Sometimes I would put that warthog down, right? And then I'd bring another car over here, brute force my way through this, and then go up ahead, kill all the monsters, aliens that were over here. I keep calling them monsters. I know they're aliens. And then kill these guys. I'll do the tingle with them. I'll just go around them and then keep stabbing them or punching them in the back. Then I'd bring the warthog, go crazy, go over here, and then bring them here, here. Now this one was hard. I like if I did do this, I'd have to kill the monsters that were in here, aliens that were in here. Oh my god! And then yeah, do my thing. But it's so cool how everything is, you know. Like it's not that difficult. Like obviously graphics are better nowadays, but most of us that are in indie horror are making graphics that kind of don't have to look that good. And like if you look at this, you know, this obviously just doesn't like look that great. But technology has improved so much, we can make something still look eh. But like also have it be higher quality. Cause yeah, this does not require a lot. I don't even think that's like I think that's a flat texture. Yeah. You don't need to have like all that like height information in there. Because everything's flat. Basically do your gray boxing, like a detailed gray boxing, and then boom, you're done. Almost. See, let's look at this. Oh my god. I know what this is. But yeah, this is not as complicated as like I thought it was when I was a kid. And the water, I know the water is just like layered on something and then there's a sand and then boom. You know, you don't have to like model something so complicated. I used to think, you know, oh shit. How did it what the fuck? What the fuck is this? Is this in the game actually? See, I don't know. The only like I there's a period of time where I like didn't play Halo because my mom didn't want me to play it, so I didn't get to do all that. That's kind of cool though. Are there any other Easter eggs like this? I don't know. Let's move on to the next one. Oh, bro, I hated this one. I want to see this one. I want to see this one. No, 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 no. It's not that. It's a different level. It's a different level. This one's just the one where I think we encounter the flood. Yeah, it's this one. Poor Marines. I feel bad for like the characters in this. Okay, let's go up. Let's go up. Let's see what's going on. First of all, uh, there must have been a dark sky or something because there's no way that it was just like. Also, this is all flat back here. Basically, anything you're not supposed to be able to access is flat. Yo, what the fuck is going on? Oh, okay. Oh, what? You get here. What are you doing here? What is this? This is not part of the game. There's no. You're not part of the game. Okay. Anyways, boom. This is actually a good level to show you. I don't know how. Oh yeah. Okay, so we have. I don't know if they'll show us it. I don't think so. There is like a level where it kind of shows us like, oh yeah, the aliens are dead. Which, by the way, let's look at the aliens. So it's all like flat. Like there's no height information there. Now that I know what that fucking means, I just keep saying that. Like, do you ever discover a word? You just use it all the time? Yeah, that's me. Like, it's not that complicated. Looking at their arms. I'm gonna assume. Okay, hold up. It's hard. Like, I'm like tapping on it so subtly. But we can just assume that this is where like the seam for the UV ends. And they just have different like things over here. You know what I mean? Same thing with this, you know. This is like added detail. For the most part, look at this and get an idea like, oh yeah. I want to say something. And I think unless a AAA really does like detailed stuff, horror game only really works if it's super good or super bad, graphic wise. Because this leaves a lot to the imagination. When you leave a lot more to the imagination, your mind just kind of goes haywire. Like you're hearing, like you're seeing all like this stuff. Like this mission is scary, not because it's like actually scary, but because the environment tells like a story that's like intense, you know. The way they like frame these out when you're going through the missions is pretty important details too. I'm gonna see. Because there's one particular room, and I think it might have been that room, but I'm not too sure. Because I'm gonna be fucking honest, I got lost in this map so much. There has to be more. I don't care. Oh my god, wait a minute. Ooh. So this is actually like in the ground. Like a vent, and then all this stuff over here. Ooh, okay. I don't know where that room is. But I did want to say because like the environment is very good at telling like what happened before you got there, it leaves you very scared. 5-year-old me was scared. And since like my imagination was a lot wilder in the sense of like I was a child, so like I really was trying to freaking figure out what was going on. I was terrified out of my mind. I was like, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? This was my first horror game. Horrors of War and alien zombies. Yeah, that's kind of cool though. But yeah, I'll go with. Ugh. Let's look at this abomination. I feel so bad for Keys though. Like, he did not deserve this. I don't think. I don't think anyone deserves this. If I'm being honest, but well, like, maybe except the prophets. But I don't know. I don't remember the story that well. But I like literally. Okay, I literally wrote how like Halo is like the reason why. Wait a minute. Okay, I was like, what the fuck? Whoa, what the fuck is all this? Well, now wait a minute. Is the map down here? What's this map about? No, 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 no. And so what are you? Wait. You're fake. So we get risen up here, but instead of going up, we're actually going down. Let's see what's going on over here. The color scheme of purple, which is why I like purple, by the way. It's so like iconic in this game, my opinion. Like green. There's like highlights, you know, but that's just because like things are on fire and shit. I think the flood has overtaken parts of the ship, which is like what's like supposed to be the obvious thing. The lighting makes you like kind of subconsciously think like, okay, this area is like, hold up, this area is more like flood, so be aware. And then there's other areas where it's like this. It's like, okay, this is more like aliens. But I think at this point, most of it was flood. Like when you went back to it. Also, I just realized this is like, can you get over here? You can. Okay. I think this is the room you actually teleport in. Yeah. and the invisible motherfucker comes in and tries to like kill you. I didn't let that happen though. I did not let that happen. This is all super cool. Just looking at like all this stuff. This is like a new. I don't want to say series, but I'm taking like kind of notes on stuff, reminding myself like, hey, you don't gotta do all that to make a game. Because I don't even want to make like such a complicated game. If anything, like I'll show you what I'm trying to do. Like I do have stuff here that I have for ideas. Like this. This is cute, and I would want to do this one day. I'm not opposed to making like actual good stuff. I don't. Okay, I need you to know I can't find always the words for the things I want to say, and I know I fucked up the grammar on that. But please understand, nothing is shitty. I may not personally like it, but nothing is ever shitty. Okay, it's just low poly, high quality, and some things are intentional, some things are not. You know, like I honestly really love like low poly stuff because it does actually bring out more of the imagination. There's something here I want to show. No, yeah, this is a better example. Like this is low poly, but it's cute. It's super cute. And then this is also low poly, but like there's stuff going on. Like it's clear, and I'm saving this. But you don't need to have high, like I guess poly count for it. You really don't. And unless you are planning to do something like super complex, really not like that big of a deal. And if you want to move around the eyes, you could do this. But again, it's not that important. And especially if you're playing first person, like, you don't really need that. And that's something that, like, I do tell people, like, oh, hey, you know, if you want to get into indie horror, it's, like, the best genre to use low poly assets in because genuinely, you're not gonna, it can be a lot scarier. As long as you have something good going for it, I'd say, like, a good story, good sound design, something like that, you're fine. We'll just look at one more thing before we like do anything. Oh, where are we? A pit? Oh, this is where we like fly in. Oh, okay. But like, look at this. It's so dim. And even though Halo is not a horror game, I will defend it and say like the atmosphere in the first game specifically makes it feel scary because you're so alone. In the second game, you're mostly with people. But other than that, like here, you're just kind of soloing it. And that's what I loved so much about the game. I kind of wish it went back to those roots, but I understand like the direction it took and why it went that way. I'm not upset about it. It's just like, okay, we go down here, some places, you know, like we already went through here. Like that's the thing. We've been in this, I don't want to say this map particularly because it is different, but we've been on this ship before. And, you know, you're looking at the lighting and shit, and it's like a dimmer. There is nobody on board. The shit's fucking looking like ass wipe. Ooh, you know what? This might actually have some. This looks like it has some information on it, like metallic information. Yes, but alrighty. I'm like looking at it. I'm like, let me see, because I'm not honestly the best at looking at the textures, but it is certainly flat. But yeah, like this is all rinky dinky and like this, you know, you've been here before, and look, like it's all broken. Like, how did this happen? Like the crash, yes, but it's just you just wonder like, where is everybody? And all this shit. And I know the motherfucker comes out. Dude, I used to okay. Real quick though, on that other map, I'd like to going down here. Oh, I think this is like gone though. But there would usually be glass there. Oh, what the hell? Oh, I left. There'd be glass here, and I'd just sit here and I'd stare out into the abyss. I'd be like, how pretty. Ooh, and this has moving textures too. Okay. Wait a minute. Whoa, 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 hold the fucking phone. The map goes like that? This makes sense, but in my mind, it also doesn't. Yo, what? Like, I'm learning stuff. I'm not. This isn't a. Oh, let me teach you how to do this. It's like, I'm looking at this, I'm taking notes. I'm also kind of reminding myself, like, oh, hey, you know, things don't need to be that complicated. And I guess things don't need to be within the bounds that they are because look at this map. First of all, I don't remember. You know what? Now that I think about it, it is kind of ridiculous. Like, I don't know where this would have gone realistically. Um, yeah, wait. Yeah, now that I think about it, where did this come from? Yeah, okay. Um, Pelican would be here. Also, by the way, there was like a video that I remember seeing online where it's like, oh, you could save like Echo 419. And I was like, yeah. I tried doing it for like hours and I was never able to achieve it. I found out it was like a mod or something. I was really sad. I really wanted to save Echo 419. because I literally didn't get to save anyone. I hate killing off characters. Which, by the way, I only do. I only kill off characters in my thing. But I also hate doing it, like, in a way. Ooh, and then look at this. This is the fucking thing. This is like the hot part of it. And then they have basically cubes. This is, I think, a VFX? No. It's definitely some sort of VFX, but like it's not like a complicated one. It's just like you got these lines going out and it's simulating like the fog. Let's see, can we go in here? Like there's stuff in here that we could like see. We could walk around in here if we wanted to. So you could do that. This is the ramp. That would be down. And this is all the stuff. This is a 43-minute video. I gotta cut it, guys. This is it. This is it. I promise. I promise. But yeah, like things don't have to be complicated. And I'm looking at this and like it's just reinforcing that fact because I used to think this was like the best game ever. And this is just like the regular version. This isn't remastered, but it looks so good. And like it's not like the best graphics in the world, but it's a video game. It doesn't need to be the best graphics. In fact, I think the better the graphics, the more it breaks my immersion when something like silly breaks. Meanwhile, in this world, it's already silly. If something silly happens, it's not going to break my immersion as much, you know? That's just me. That's my opinion. Obviously, other people will think differently. I would just want to use this video as a way to kind of remind myself, like, the games that you like, they're really not as difficult as you think they are, and you can do this too. Like, maybe not to this scale, but not to this scale, perhaps. However, it's possible. And look, you could see, like, the light bounce off. Like, this is, like, the metal. Wait a minute. There is no light up there. What the fuck am I supposed to be looking at? If you enjoyed this type of video, please let me know because this is new and I'm not sure whether I want to post it on here, my gaming channel, or on Devilly Louisa, which I don't have that account made, but I don't know. I stopped doing my creative stuff on here because I really wanted to focus on one thing. However, if that is something that you like, then maybe I'll go back to it. Who knows? I don't know. But with that being said, I hope you have a good day. I'm probably going to fuck around here a little bit more. You guys can check it out on noclip.website. This is not promoted, by the way. Bro, I got like less than 80 followers. I'm not getting promoted, okay? Or sponsored, whatever they call it. But it's pretty cool. But anyways, I have a good night or a good day or whatever. I'm not good at outros, so I'm just gonna end it really awkwardly right now in like 2 seconds, I think. Bye.